All right. So today we are starting Python, which is what you're going to be using the most. So it's exciting. All right. Patricia, can you read this?
Welcome to Python. Python is a high-level programming language with applications in numerous areas, including web programming, scripting, scientific computing, and artificial intelligence. It is very popular and used by organizations such as Google, NASA, the CIA, and Disney. In this course, we will be learning Python version 3, which is the most recent major version of Python.
All right. Take a second, answer the first question.
Hey, Brandon, which Python course is this? I don't think I'm in the wrong one.
Python core.
Python core. Thank you.
Python is a programming language. Oh, I should probably explain what a high-level programming language means. So most programming languages nowadays are high-level programming languages, mostly because they're not like as close to machine code as it gets. Like C is a low-level programming language because it's really close to machine code. And so, sorry, my there's been a lot of storms and my what's it called, internet keeps cutting out. Sorry, there was like a tornado warning earlier and stuff.
There were like 3 tornadoes up in Dallas or something, right?
Yeah, and I live right near Dallas, so all right. So let me get back to it. So the high-level programming language is a programming language that's written in C, and so it's interpreted from C. So like you write it in Python, and then it like translates it to C. But most programming languages are nowadays, because you can like you're limited by just doing that, like just using C or whatever. That's like why they created C++ and C# to like add more stuff and make it better. But anyway, so Python is a programming language.
Where are we again? Can't find it.
We're on Python core, the very first module. Lewis, can you read this one?
It's printing text. Let's start off by creating a short program that displays hello world. In Python, we use the print statement to output text. Note that the text should be enclosed into single or double quotes. The print element needs to be followed by parentheses, which enclose the output we want to generate.
Okay, so if we click that and we run it, then it's going to output hello world. So let's go ahead and open up Python, the actual Python. So go to idle. So search for idle instead of using Visual Studio, just for this example. Normally we'll just use Visual Studio, but I just want to show you guys how to use a notepad real quick. So once you pull up idle, do new file, and then in this new file, just type print hello world with the quotation marks and the bracket. So then when you run that, First you have to save it. And then in your shell, it's going to output hello world. So let me know once you guys have done that. And raise your hand once you're done. Oh, Peter, are you still having trouble finding it? Peter, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can't find it. And
Okay.
then when I open it, it goes someplace I don't recognize.
Okay. Do you want to do screen share?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay, click browse courses. And scroll to the right. Oh, well, that's your courses. Click all courses. Oh, okay, then scroll down.
Scroll down.
There you go. Click Python core. And,
Oh,
yeah, then
right
click.
here.
Yeah. And here, I'll help. Since you've got a PC, I'll have you demonstrate. So go to your window icon in the bottom left corner.
Mm-hmm. Window icon. Oh, you mean
Yeah, right there. And okay, go over to search and type Python. Okay, and then click on Python idle, the like bottom one. Yeah, right there. And then do file, new file. No, like the select file, like where it says file, edit, shell. Yeah, new file, and just type print. Oh, it's got to be lowercase p. And then the bracket, or not brackets, the parentheses. I think you did a bracket. It's got to be parentheses, so like shift 9.
oh,
And then in quotes, type hello world. And then, yeah, close it. Okay, now do file, or do run.
run.
Click on run and do run module. And then click OK to save it. And just type hello world, one word, or just hello. Okay, and then save it. Okay, actually hit no, choose a different location. Click on your documents.
Documents.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
maybe create a new folder for, yeah, and just do Python, yeah. Okay, and then click in there and just save it. And there you go.
Okay.
Uh,
Hello world.
who is having trouble doing this? Just unmute and let me know.
I just got here, so I don't know what we're doing.
Oh, okay. Well, let me see if somebody else is having trouble who's like kind of caught up, and then you could follow along. Anybody else not able to run the hello world? Okay, then we can use you as example. All right, well, can you do screen share?
Sure can. Let's see.
Okay. So go to your search and type Python.
Okay.
And then use idle, the bottom one,
Okay.
and then file, new file. Sorry, select file from like the menu.
Yeah.
And just type print. And then put a parentheses. No, parentheses, like shift 9. Oh, you accidentally deleted your T.
Oh, my bad.
Oh,
There we
now you made it capital. There you go. Okay. And then in quotes, type hello world or hello world. Oh, it's got to be in quotes though.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and then closing parentheses, and then file. Or sorry, not file. Run, and do run module. And then hit OK. And just type or click on your documents folder.
I have a document folder on this one.
Okay, and then just your desktop's fine, and you can just delete it. And just type hello and hit save. And there you go.
Alright.
All right. Let's see. Sandra, are you still having trouble doing it?
My Python is not coming up, so I have a lot of problems, so I'll deal with it afterwards.
Well, can you do screen share? Maybe I can help you out with it.
Okay, hold on.
Hello? Can y'all hear me? Sorry. Okay, can you do screen share again? Okay, and
So if I click on my icon, it doesn't do squat.
oh no, you don't want Python launcher. Go to your so go back down so we can see the options again. Go all the way to the left where you've got like your apps and stuff. Yeah, your launch pad. Okay, and go to the right. And go right. There you go, idle right there.
Oh.
And yeah, just hit OK. And then
All right, I got it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Sorry, guys.
Okay. Jacob, were you able to do it?
Yes. I had two idols popped up. One was the 32 and the other one was just the regular. It doesn't matter which one.
You probably have two versions of Python. It doesn't matter. As long as it's Python 3 and you're not using Python 2, because like Mac comes with Python 2 built in. So you might have 2 and 3.
Yeah, there's a 3.11 and there's like a 3.9, which is a 64-bit.
Yeah, either one's fine.
Okay. It works, either one.
Okay, Fabian, were you able to do it?
Yes. You hear me?
Oh, yeah. What about you, Tim?
Yes, I was able to do it.
Oh, okay, great. All right, so continuing along. So you're probably not going to be using this notepad very often because we're going to be using Visual Studio Code instead, but it is an option. It doesn't tell you line numbers or anything, so it's literally just a blank document, but it is possible to build stuff with that. So I just wanted to familiarize you guys with it. So, oh yeah, the drag and drop option, put hi or print and then hi. Roger, can you read this one?
Printing text. The print statement can also be used to output multiple lines of text. Each print statement outputs text from a new line. Python code often contains references to the comedy group Monty Python. This is why the words spam and eggs are often used as placeholder variables in Python.
So, to be perfectly honest, you're not going to be using print very much because we're going to be using Flask, which is a web framework. So anytime you see print, just kind of replace that in your mind with self.response.write. Here, I'll show you. It's not going to work on here, but so imagine replacing print with that, because that's what you're going to be doing to print text to the screen, and then with web framework to make it on an actual web page. And then like, you want a new line, you're just going to do breaks. Like doing another self-response.write is just going to print it on the same line still, since it's HTML. Okay, go ahead, answer the question. And sorry, Patricia, I didn't read the chat until after. So sorry I called on you.
Oh, it's okay. It was fairly quiet when I had to read, so that was good.
Okay. All right, rearrange the code to generate ABC, print A, print B, print C. Bill, can you, oh, never mind. This is the practice module. So go ahead and do the practice module and then raise your hand once you're done. Okay, seems like a lot of you are done. So with this one, you just do print Python is fun. Okay. Oh. Fill in the required parentheses to create a valid print statement. You just gotta put the parentheses.
Oh wait, I thought I was in I guess not your first program. It's print. I put print. Nothing's happened.
Oh, you do print and then in quotes you put Python is fun. Because it wants you to output Python is fun. Okay.
Print statement is missing parentheses. Parentheses. Okay, I put in parentheses. I'm still getting an error.
Okay. Do you want to do screen share?
Yeah. Can you see it? Oh.
Mm-mm. It wants Python capitalized. There you go. Now hit run. And there-
Bingo! I'm on fire.
all right.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Welcome. Where the heck is Sololean? Close all this. Close all these. Ah, there you go. All right. Fabian, can you read this one?
Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
All right. Simple operations. Python has the capability of carrying out calculations. Enter a calculation directly into the print statement. The spaces around the plus and minus signs here are optional. The code would work without them, but they make it easier to read. Try it yourself.
Okay. So if we run this, just gonna 2 + 2, 4, 9 - 3, 6. So, all right, go ahead and answer the next one. Okay, so output of this code is 6. And Roger, did you read already?
I did. I could.
I
can.
No,
I
no.
can go ahead and I can
Jacob.
go ahead. Okay.
Yeah, Jacob, could you read? Because you were next on my list.
Okay. Simple operations. Python also carries out multiplication and division using an asterisk to indicate multiplication and a // to indicate division. Use parentheses to determine which operations are performed first. Using a single slash to divide number, produce a decimal or float, as it is called in programming. We'll have more about floats in the next lesson. Brain freeze, write a program to output the total number of ice cream scoops for children.
So if you remember from JavaScript, floats are just numbers with decimals, as opposed to integers, which are just numbers with no decimals. All right, so if we run this one, all right, if it keeps doing that, we'll just stop early, but all right. So go ahead and get started on the brain freeze. And raise your hand once you're done. Okay, so looks like most of you guys are done. Oops. So with this one, it just wants us to do 68 times 2. And go ahead and, oh yeah, you should have answered the next question too. So this one, it is outputting a float because it divided it. So it's outputting 6.0. All right.
So quick question, why wouldn't it accept just the 6?
Because that's an integer. And when it's divided, it makes it a float. And you can I'm sure we're gonna get to converting it, but like, all right, so let's do 3 divided, or sorry, 9 divided by 3, right? Save and run. So it outcomes as 3.0 because it was divided, right?
Okay,
But if you want to make it just a 3, you convert it to an integer by just declaring it as an int. And then when we run it, it outputs as a 3. So you can make it just a 3 after it's been divided, but
Okay.
just initially it's taking these integers and then turning them into a float, and then you can convert it back if need be.
so that's the default setting then.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome. Right, who did all this? Okay. Samantha, can you read this one?
Floats. Floats are used in Python to represent numbers that aren't integers. Some examples of numbers that are represented as floats are 0.5 and negative 7.823759. They can be created directly by entering a number with a decimal point or by using operations such as division or integers. Computers can't store floats perfectly accurately in the same way that we can't write down the complete decimal expansion of 1/3. Keep this in mind because it often leads to infuriating bugs.
And that is absolutely true. Do not use floats for money, because it will screw up your financial stuff. What you need to do, and I don't even think they teach this, but you'll import decimal if you're ever dealing with money. You import decimal. Wait, that's not spelled right. Decimal, I don't know how you spell decimal. Let's figure it out. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, you import decimal and then do it as a decimal instead of an int. And wait, is that hold on. Maybe it's not import decimal, maybe it's something else. From decimal, import all, and then do it as decimal. Okay. Yeah. And then it's gonna output as a, well, I should do one that comes out uneven. Well, then you're gonna do round 2 also. Hold on. Where's decimal round 2? Round. What do you just do? Oh, yeah, it's just round. Okay.
Holy Father.
Oh, somebody's unmuted. Hold on. One. Okay. So should have to do and then, so that's what you would do for money, is you do it as a decimal in round 2, not as a float. Because like it was saying right there, floats are not accurate, but decimal is. So but that's just if you're dealing with money. Okay. So for the next one, which of these will not be stored as a float? The 7. Mike, can you read this one?
Yeah. Floats. As you saw previously, dividing any 2 integers produces a float. A float is also produced by running an operation on 2 floats or on a float and an integer. A float can be added to an integer because Python silently converts the integer to a float.
Okay. So run this and all these become floats, including the integers that are added to floats. Any questions on that? Nope. Okay. Oh, dang it. Fill in the blanks to output this code. So adding it all up, it's just 15, but since one of them was a float, it becomes a float.
Quickly. So every time you divide something, that means you're going to get a fraction of it, right? So that means
Well, when I divide 2 into 4, I get a 2, so I don't get a fraction.
No, you get a fraction of 4. Okay,
Really?
so
Like
yeah.
4 out of 1?
so by logic, the division
Oh.
a division is a fraction of something. Okay. So some operations will then not have any reminder. So like that's why there's some have 0, some have 1 something. Does that make sense? So it's a fraction
Yes.
that may have something at the end or may not have something at the end. And that's why by default, because it's a fraction, that's why it's always a point something. They call it float, whatever they want to call it. So that's why you would have, when you make a division, there's a point something.
That was a
Does that
good
make sense?
explanation.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it, Faith.
Yeah.
All right. So, all right, we'll try to get through floats and then we'll just stop early for today. Hopefully the internet's all better by tomorrow. Hold on, I think we did get through floats. Yeah, we did. Okay, that's a good place to end. So we'll have a little extra time today to work on your guys's resume projects. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Just unmute and let me know. I'm gonna log out and log back in.